Just to look at mathematics paper 1 for 2022 external candidates. Alright, so let us start with question 1. Evaluate 5 raised to the power of 3 times 1 over 5 squared. Okay, so the way you can evaluate this one, here you have 5 raised to the power of 3, just multiply it with 1. Okay, so 5 raised to the power of 3 times 1, you get 5 raised to the power of 3 over 5 raised to the power of 2. So from here you can just apply the laws of indices. If you are multiplying same bases, you subtract the powers. So the base that is common is 5. Then we have the power 3 minus the power 2. So from there we are going to get 5. 3 minus 2, it's a 1. So 5 to the power 1, it will definitely give us a what? A 5. So the answer here was a 5. So there is another way that you can use to answer this question. Okay, so let us now move on to question 2. Alright, so this is question 2. Expand and simplify. So we have the expression which is 2a plus 3 in brackets, then 3a minus 4. So first thing, we need to expand the two expressions, this one and this one. After expansion, we group the like terms, then we can simplify. So this 2a times 3a, 2a times 3a, this will give us 6a squared. Again 2a times a negative 4 to give us negative 8a. Okay, so we are done to multiplying 3a and the negative 4. We now come to positive 3. So positive 3 times positive 3a to give us a positive 9a. Then positive 3 times negative 4 right here to give us a negative what? 12. So from here you can correct the like terms. Now when you take a look at this, you see that these terms are similar. So just write 6a squared, then simplify negative 8a plus 9a. This will give us a positive what? A, then minus a 12. So this is our answer, which is 6a squared plus a minus 12. Alright, so that is how we can answer question 2. We now move on to question 3. So I do hope that we are moving together. Okay, so this is our question 3 right here. The question reads, solve the equation 4x squared is equal to 9x. So first thing, we copy where we say 4x squared is equal to 9x. So step 1, you are going to take this 9x to where 4x squared is. Okay, so we are going to have something like this, 4x squared. So this is a positive here, it comes to the left hand side, becomes a negative 9x is equal to, so on the right hand side you are going to remain with a what? A 0. Now from there, let us factorize. So when you look at the numbers, we have a 4 here and a 9. The highest common factor of 4 and 9 is 1. Okay, so we can't factor out 1 because it will give us the same things. Then in terms of the letters, we have x here and x here. So x is common, we can factor out x, open bracket. So once we factor out x, here where we have 4x squared, we are going to remain with just 4x minus x into x, it's 1. 1 times 9, we just remain with a 9, is equal to what? A 0. So here x equal to 0, it's just a matter of equating x is equal to 0, or 4x, this 4x in brackets, minus 9 is equal to what? 0. Now here, the reason why we are writing or, because this is a quadratic expression also. because x is raised to the power of 2. So the values for x are going to be 2. All right. So we have our first value, which is x is equal to 0 right here. Now let us just solve this for x is equal to 9. So this -9, it has gone where we have a 0 there, correcting the right terms. So we divide 4, even here 4. So this 4 and this 4 will cancel. X is equal to 4 into 9 is definitely a 2. Remember, remainder 1 over 4. So you can leave your answer like this. Okay, this is your answer. So the second one is 2 raised to the power 1 over 4, or even as the way it was 9 over 4 can still be marked. All right, so I hope you are following. So we are done answering question 3. We are now going to move on to question 4. We are now on question 4. Shade A intersection B in brackets complement intersection C. So they want us to shade this. They want us to shade A intersection B in brackets complement intersection C. So what you need to do is, I'll show you the simplest way you can use to identify the area that you are going to shade. Okay, so in this case, let us come up with the numbers. Okay, let us put numbers in this in these sets. So here we put a 1, a 2, a 3. Here we put a 4, a 5 right here, a 6, a 7, and 8. So the reason why I'm putting these numbers is just to help us to be able to identify the exact region that you are going to shade. So from there, first thing, let us find the A intersection B. So A intersection B simply means that we have elements that are found in both A and B. So here we have a 2 and a 5. That is the intersection of A and what? B. Okay. So from there, let us now find A intersection B in brackets complement. So complement simply means that the elements that are in set A intersection B should not be part of the solution set for A intersection B in brackets complement. So when we remove 2 and 5, the remaining elements, that is our answer. Okay, so say 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, and what? 8. I've just removed what? 2 and 5. Okay, now let us identify set C. Set C is 4, 5, 6, and what? 7. This is our set C. So from here, our final answer now, we say, therefore, we are going to say A intersection B complement intersection C equal to. So from here, we are considering this and this. So intersection of A intersection B complement intersection C. You can check here we have a 4. Also here we have a 4. So 4 is intersecting there. We write a 4. Then we also have a 6 right here, and we have a 6 right here. So 6 is also intersecting. 7, we have 7 here. We also have a 7 here. So even 7 is intersecting. We have 8 here in here, but in C we don't have 8. So this is A intersection B in brackets complement intersection C. Now let us identify where we have these numbers. We can check. We have a 4 right here. Okay, we also have a 6 right here, and we have a 7 right here. So this is the region that you are going to shade like this. So we need to shade this area. Okay, so this is our answer. This is the area that should be well shaded. Okay, I hope it's clear. I hope it's clear. Let us now move on to question 5. I've now come to question 5. So question 5, factorize completely 2ab. So they want us to factorize 2ab plus xy minus 2ay minus bx. So they want us to factorize this expression completely. Okay, so with this one you can factorize. We start with grouping. Okay, we group, then we factorize. Now we have to be very careful with such questions. So the way we are going to group this, we are going to say 2ab, we'll pair it with a negative 2ay. All right, now here I'm supposed to start with the positive xy, then minus bx, of which to give me the correct answer. Now I won't start with the negative xy, I'll start with it. I won't start with the positive xy, I'll start with the negative bx. Okay, then plus xy. So when you start with xy, in the brackets we are not going to have the terms that are similar, but see, there is something that you can do to make them the same. Now I'm trying to avoid that by starting with a negative bx. So from here, what are we going to do? Okay, so we are going to group them like this in brackets. Then we say 2ab minus 2ay. You factorize. What is common? We have 2a, then bracket. So there we remain with a b minus 2a into 2a. It's a 1. So we remain with a y definitely there. Minus. So here, what is common? We have bx plus xy. So negative is already outside here. Bx plus xy, what is common is x. So you factor out x in bracket. So x and x out, you remain with a b. Then this negative right here, this negative times this positive right here to give us a negative. Then x and x out, you remain with a what? A y. So you can see that we do have here, the terms are the same. Okay, so since the terms are the same, now we write our final answer, where we say 2a minus x. Now from these terms that are similar, just pick one, to pick b minus y, like this. Okay, so we can now write our final answer right here, where we have 2a minus x in brackets, then bracket again, b minus y. Okay, so we have factorized completely. Let us now move on to question 6. Okay, so we are now on question 6. Question 6 reads, a company declares an annual dividend of 6%. The value of each share is 25 kwacha. Mr. Mapesa has 500 shares. Find his annual dividend. So here, take note of the annual dividend of the shares, also the value of each share, then the number of shares. So to find the annual dividend for Mr. Mapesa, we are going to find the total annual dividend. So T total A annual dividend. The total annual dividend is equal to, so from here we are going to say the number of shares times the rate. Okay, so in this case the rate will be the 6% there. Okay, times the rate, then times the number of value for each share. So number of value for each share, NV, number of value for each share. So from here you are going to say number of shares, it's 500 times the rate, so it's 6%, which will be written as 6 over 100 because the percentage is out of 100, then times the value per share, which was a 25 kwacha. So I do hope that you are following. This is paper 1. There is no need for you to use a calculator. So just cancel 100 here 1, 100 here, it's a 5. Okay, so what you do, you multiply 5 times 6. 5 times 6, you're going to get a 30, then times 25. Alright, So to get our final answer, what are we going to do? It's very simple. We write the quarter there, and then we say 3 times 25, you get a 75, then there is this 0, you put it there. So our final answer will be equal to 750 kwacha. So this was the annual dividend for Mr. Mapesa. So I do hope that it's clear. Okay, we can now proceed to question 7. Okay, so we are now on question 7. So question 7 reads, for the sequence 5, 12, 19, find A, the 6th term, B, nth term. So we have our sequence right here, 5, 12, and 19. This is our sequence. So they want us to find the 6th term. So in order for us to find the 6th term, there is need for us to use the what? A formula, and the formula is we say nth term is equal to A plus, open bracket, n minus 1, close bracket, d. So A standing for the first term. Okay, so once we correct our data here, A is our first term. So when you look at this sequence, the first term is a 5. So A is equal to 5. Okay, then n stands in for the number of terms. So the question is saying find the 6th what term. So n will be represented by 6. Okay, then d stands in for the common difference, and this is an arithmetic progression. So for the common difference is found by getting the 2nd term, then we take away the first term, or you can get the 3rd term, subtract the 2nd term. So from here, the 2nd term is 12 minus our first term is a 5. Okay, so when you subtract 12 minus 5, you are going to get a what? A 7. So D is a what? A 7. So I do hope that you have followed what I've explained right here. So here we are going to say 6th term is equal to A will be a 5 plus, where there is n we are going to put a 6 minus 1, where there is d we will put a 7 because that is the common difference. Okay, so 6th term is equal to 5 plus, so 6 minus 1 will definitely get a 5, then here there is a 7. So 6th term is equal to, so we have to open the bracket by multiplying 5 times 7. So we write a 5, then plus 5 times 7 will get a 35. And definitely when we add here, we say 5 plus 35, this will give us a what? A 40. So the 6th term is what? 40 right here. This is our answer. Okay, let us now answer question B. So we have to find the nth term. Okay, so how do we find the nth term? So it's simple. Just come up with the same formula. Okay, just come up with the same formula. So our formula is, we said nth term is given by this formula right here, which is A plus, open bracket, n minus 1, cross, and then d. So they want the nth term. Okay, so we are just going to replace where there is A and d. N we will leave it the way it is. So A is the first term, which is a 5, plus, open bracket, n minus 1, close bracket. So where there is d, our common difference was what? A 7. So here we say 5 plus, now this 7 has to multiply everything inside the brackets. So 7 times n, we are going to get 7n minus what? 7, because 7 times 1, it's 7. So from here we correct the right terms. So we are going to have 7n, then plus 5 minus 7. So from here we'll get something like this. Our final answer, it will be 7n positive 5 minus 7. This will definitely give us a negative 2. So the nth term is 7n minus a 2. So this is our answer. All right. So this is how we can answer this question. We have now come to question 8. So under question 8, we have two questions. We have question A and question B. So we are going to start with question A. So question A reads, the distance between town F and town G is 8,100 Newton-miles. If a plane takes 18 hours to fly from F to G, find its average speed. Find its average speed. So here there's need for you to come up with a formula for finding the what? The speed. So you say speed is equal to distance over time. So speed is equal to, now in the question, the distance between town F and town G is this. So the distance is 8,100 Newton-miles. And if a plane takes 18 hours, so the time is 18 hours, okay? So where there is distance, you're going to put 8,100, okay? Divided by time, it's 18 hours. So speed is equal to, now here is just a matter of dividing, where we divide 80,100 divided by what? By 18. Remember, I've told you that this is paper 1, okay? This is paper 1, so there's no need for you to use a what? A calculator. So when we divide, or what you can do this, you find the number that can go into 18 and 81. We say 9 here, it's a 2. 9 into 81, it's 9, okay? So we are having 9 and the 2 zeros over a 2. So I do hope that you have seen what I've done here. So you can divide 2 here 1, 2 into 90, because they are many times 45. So here you write a 4, then there is a 0 here, 5, and then a 0 there. So meaning that you get 450 knots, because this is the speed. So to be 450 knots. That is our speed. So I do hope that you have seen what I've done right there, okay? Very, very important, because this is your paper 1. No need of you using a calculator. Okay, we now move on to question B. Okay, we now move on to question B. Question B reads, town B is east of town A. When it is 11 hours at town B, it is 07 hours at A. Find the difference in longitudes between the towns A and B. So town B is east of A, meaning that town A, okay, is right here, is on west side. Then town B is on what? East side. This is the interpretation, okay? Now they are saying when it is 11 hours at B, so here at B it's 11 hours, and at A it is 07 hours, okay? Find the difference in the longitudes between town A and B. So they want us to find the difference in longitudes between town A and B. So difference, what we are going to do is we are going to say time difference is equal to, we'll get the theta divided by what? 15 degrees, like this. Now time difference, okay, time difference. So we are going to look at here at point B, it was what? It was 11 hours, and at point A it was 7 hours. So when time is in east, okay, to find the time in west, we just have to do what? To subtract. If you're finding the time at east, you're supposed to add. So to find the time difference between point A and B, we are going to find the difference in time, okay, where we say 11 minus 7, okay? So 11 minus 7, what are we going to get? Okay, get a 4. So it's a 4, which will be equal to theta over 15. So we want to find the value of theta, okay? We want to find the value of theta. So from here, we just have to multiply. So we just say, therefore, theta is equal to, so 4 times 15, which will give us 60 degrees. So this is the difference in longitudes between town A and what B. As simple as that. Okay, so we now move on to question 9. We are done answering question 8. We now move on to question 9. We now come to question 9. So question 9, we have two questions, A and B. So we are going to start with the question A. Given that matrix C, so question A, we have matrix C, which is this one, 7, 3, 1, 4, 2, and a 5. Okay, so they want you to find C power T. Now C power T is read as C transpose. Okay, so how do you find the transpose of the matrix? How do you find the transpose of the matrix? It's very simple. The rows becomes the what? The columns. So here, these are the rows. Okay, these are the rows. So the way it will be, this 7, 3, 0, it will become a column. Not so, which is very, very simple. To become a column, which will be like this, 7, 3. Then also 1 and 4, it's also a row to become a column, which will be 1, 4. Also 2 and 5, it's a row to become a column, which will be 2 and 5. So this is the transpose of matrix what? C, which is very, very simple to answer. So we are done with A. We now come to B. So under question B, express as a single matrix. Okay, they want you to express as a single matrix where you have 1 and 8, then you have 0, -1, 2, and a 5. So they want you to express as a single matrix, meaning that you are multiplying these two matrices. Okay, you are multiplying this matrix with this. So looking at this is a row matrix, then this is a 2 by 2 matrix. So to multiply a row matrix with a 2 by 2 matrix, we are going to get a what? We'll get a 1 by 2 matrix. That will be our answer, 1 by 2. So what does it mean? Let's see. So to multiply this, you say this 1 times a 0, it's 0, okay, plus, because it's row by column. So 1 times 0 is a 0, plus 8 times 2, it's 16. So I'll leave space right here. I'll leave space here. Again, the same 1 times -1, it's -1, plus 8 times 5, it's a 40. Okay, like this. So what will be my final answer? My final answer, I'll write it here. 0 plus 16 is 16. -1 plus 40 to give us a -39. So you can see you are getting again a row matrix, so which is a 1 by 2. Okay, so this is our answer. And on the A, remember, this is the answer for this A, which is right here. Okay, so we are done answering question 9. We now move on to question 10. Okay. All right, so this is our question 10, and under question 10 we have two questions. We have question A and question what? B. Okay, so we are going to start with question A. Question A is a question that has to do with the probability. All right, so I'll answer it right here. The probability of Kasunkulu waking up late is 0.3. What is the probability that she will wake up early? So here we are looking at the probability of this person waking up late and the probability of this person not waking up late, not waking up early. Okay, so what we do is we will say the probability of waking up early, like this, okay, then plus the probability of not waking up early is equal to 1. Okay, so from here, what is the probability of waking up early? Okay, so in the question they have said the probability of this person waking up early is 0.3. So we are going to have 0.3 plus, then probability of not waking up early is what they want. Okay, so this would be probability of not waking up early, then is equal to 1. Now from here we can correct the right terms. So here we are going to remain with the probability of not waking up early equal to, so 0.3 we have 1, 0.3 will go where 1 is to become negative 0.3. Okay, so from here we are going to say probability of not waking up early is equal to, so we subtract 1 minus 0.3. okay, 1 minus 0.3. This is how you do it. So this one is a whole number, put a point there, then add a 0 so that you balance up the decimal places there. So minus, so 0 take away 3, it can't, you borrow from there, you remain with a 0. 10 minus 3, it's a 7. 0 minus 0, it's 0. So the probability of this person not waking up early, we are going to have 0.7. This would be our answer. So we are just from answering question A. Let us now come to question B. Okay, so question B says the following diagram shows sector POQ of radius 6 centimeter. Angle POQ is equal to theta, and the area of this sector is 24.2 square centimeter. So this is the question right here. They want you to find the value of theta. Okay, so how do you find the value of theta? Remember, this is a sector and they have given you the area in the question, which is right here. So come up with the area of a sector, the formula. Okay, so to find the area of the sector, the formula is area is equal to theta divided by 360 degrees times pi r squared. This is the formula. Okay, now from this formula we are going to fuse in, we come up with the data here. Okay, so theta is what we want. Okay, then pi, in the equation they have said use pi to be 22/7. All right, then the radius is equal to what? 6. That is the information that you need. Okay, so we are just going to replace where there is area, we are going to put the value for area, which is 24.2. so we say 24.2 is equal to, our theta will be the way it is, over 360 degrees times the pi is 22/7 times radius, it's 6, so it's 6 squared. So I hope that you are following. Okay, I hope that you are following. Then we proceed from there. What's next? Okay, so we are going to write 24.2 is equal to, all right, so theta over 360, I want you to follow me nicely over this question, times 22/7 times, now remember here you add 6 squared, so 6 squared means 6 times 6, which will give us a 36. So I'm going to write a 36 right here. Okay, now from there, what is next? Okay, so what you are going to do next is you write 24.2 is equal to, so this 36 into itself, it's 1, into this 360 into 36 again, it's 1, meaning that 36 into 360, it's 10. Okay, so we are remaining with theta times 22. So 22 times 1 will get the same value, 22, divided by, then down here we are remaining with 10 times 7. So I do hope that you are following. We have seen what you have done. So let us now work it out. Okay, how are we going to find the final answer? So this is what we are going to do. So from here we have 24.2 is equal to theta times 22 over 10 times 7. Okay, so I hope that you are clear with what you are doing. So here we find the numbers can go into 22 and 10. That is 2. 2 into 22 is 11. Then 2 into 10, it's a 5. So we have 24.2 is equal to theta times 11 over, remember here we have 5 times 7. So I'm just writing like this so that you follow through with what I'm writing. Okay, now from here let us multiply. Okay, so we will get 24.2 is equal to theta times 11 over 5 times 7. What are we going to get? We are going to get a 35. I hope this is clear. Now on the right hand side we have a fraction, on the left hand side we don't have a fraction, so we can divide by 1 so that we balance up both sides of the equation. Then we close what? Multiply. So once we close multiply, we are going to have 1 times the theta times 11. We will get the same value, which is the theta times what? 11. That is what we are going to get, not which is theta times 11. You get theta times 11 equal to, then here you are going to get 24.2 times 35. Now we want to find the value of theta. So this side you have to remain with theta by dividing with 11. Even here we divide with 11 so that this 11 and this 11 will cancel. Therefore theta equal to, so you can see what you have right here. Okay, I hope you have seen what you have right here. So try to reduce. You say 11 into itself it's 1, 11 into 24 it's a 2, remainder a 2. So 11 into 2 it can't, so you have 2 point, then to this 2 and this 2 you have 22. Okay, 11 into 22 it's a 2 again, so you have 2.2, then times 35. So I hope you have seen what I've done there. I've just divided, because I've just divided 24.2. I hope you are following. 24.2 divided by what? By 11. So what I did was I said 11 here, 1, 11 into 24, because there are many times 2, because 2 times 11 is 22. So from this 24, the remainder was a 2. Okay, 11 into 2 it can't, you put a point, then you combine these 2 and these 2, that's why you are coming up with a 22. So 11 into 22 it's a 2, that's where we got this 2.2. So from there let us find now our final answer. So how do you find your final answer? Just multiply 2.2 times 35, and this is paper 1, so there is no need for you to use a calculator. So you just multiply 2.2 times 35. So you ignore the point there, you just say 35 times 22, like this. Okay, so you say 2 times 5 it's 10, you write 0, you carry 1. 2 times 6 2 times 3 it's 6, plus 1 7. Okay, 2 times 5 again is 10, you write a 0, you carry a 1. 2 times 3 it's 6 plus that one, you have a 7. Okay, so this is what you do now. You add like this. So here 0, 7, 7. So 2.2 was a decimal number, so we put a point right here. Okay, meaning that our answer is just 77. So we now make a conclusion here. We say, therefore, theta is equal to 77 degrees. Okay, so this is our answer right here.